What's up? Vaping Geek here. So today we're going to be talking about the atomic clone. Alright, the packaging from vividsmoke.com. This comes in a USPS box. You have styrofoam here. You got your atomizer. And you got the receipt. Here's the box it's coming in. EHpro e-cig atomizer. Enjoy your vaping life. Let's crack it open. Here's what you're going to get in it. It's going to be the atomic clone. It's wrapped in some cellophane. You got some braided silica wick. 6 inches of this. It's actually pretty damn good wick. You got some 30 gauge Canthal. It's a good Canthal. And you have your spare O-rings. You got your black 10mm and your transparent O-ring for your drip tip. Alright. Now when I say that the Canthal is good Canthal and that the silica is good silica, what I mean by that is most atomizers, the silica wick and the Canthal that you get with it, you get like 34 gauge Canthal and some silica wick that for some reason just tastes nasty. Well, I used this stuff, I made a coil with it, and it's actually pretty damn good quality Canthal and silica. And 30 gauge Canthal, that is like unheard of with a rebuildable atomizer. It might even be 28 gauge. No, it's 30 gauge. It's some pretty thick stuff though compared to the stuff that you usually get with an atomizer. Alright, so let's dive into the atomizer itself. It's going to be wrapped in some cellophane. You got right here, you got the Atomic logo on here, which I don't agree with. It says Atomic by MCV Philippines. Exact logo that's on the real one. Don't agree with that. Clones should not have the logo from the company. They knocked it off, alright? So people could you could easily pass this off as the real thing. It's exactly down to the T. The machining is really good on it. See that the 3mm hole lines up real nice for dual mode. You got your drip tip. Fits nice and snug on there, like snug. You unscrew your top part. Nice hunk of steel right there. You got your airflow adjustment ring. And then you got the body here. Let's go back to the airflow adjustment ring. You have your logo. On the other side you have your single coil hole. And then opposite that you have your duals right there lined up with each other. All 3mm. Now you have the body of your atomizer, and you will notice that there's 6 holes on there. You got 3 different sizes. You got your 1.5mm, your 2mm, and your 3mm. And they're all across from each other. The same diameter, so you got your option for a 1.5, 2, and 3mm hole for dual or single. You got your base. The deck is really small. As you can see, the poles are really close to each other. The screws almost look like they're going to touch sometimes. They don't. You got Phillips head screws. You got a hole in each post. Really small. You could probably do a dual 28. You're pushing on dual 26. I drilled mine out to a 1/16 of an inch. Be careful if you're doing 1/16 of an inch, because I almost drilled mine down too far, so the screws barely come past the hole, but got lucky and it still grabs. You got one O-ring that's holding it on. really snug, but you can still take it off without putting it on a device. Once you get liquid on there, it comes on and off real easy. I just filled that up with juice. I don't want to take it off, but your 510 connection right here, really smooth, fits on all my devices. There's a groove in the center post, which makes it look like it might be adjustable, but it's not. If you turn that, you're going to be turning your positive center post. Sits nice and flush. I think it's a stainless steel connection. What else is there? Silicone insulator on the positive. I wish this thing came with an extra screw, but it does not, so be aware of that. Show you about the adjustable airflow. So when you got your single coil mode, you got your 3mm hole right there. Then you got your logo right here. You got your dual coil, you got your 3mm, and you got your 3mm. So when if the 3mm holes line up, obviously the other ones are going to line up. You got your 2mm on dual. You got your 1.5mm on dual. And then the same with the single. I already showed you the 3. You got your 1.5. And you got your 2mm. Opposite, that's logo, like I said. Once you find your configuration of airflow that you want, you screw back on this top cap by holding the ring in place. Screw it down on there nice and tight. You can rotate this as much as you want, or try to, and it will not move. It locks it down nice and tight. One more thing I want to say about the O-rings. I like these O-rings because with the iGo L and the iGo W, they're really skinny and you can't find them at Home Depot or anything. You got to buy them specially online. Well, I have found these in Home Depot, Ace. You can get them anywhere. So if you lose this O-ring or chew it up, go to the store, you can buy another one. So that's this atomizer. I'll show you how it vapes. Right now I got a 5-wrap 26 gauge parallel coil, single, 2mm hole. It's reading out to 0.3 ohms. Let's put a little bit more juice on. Or actually, I'm going to change it to the 3mm hole. I'm vaping Banana Cream Pie by Mt.Baker Vapor. Great flavor, great vapor, as you can see, just pushing the vapor out, pushing it out. Flavor is awesome, even at the 3mm hole. 2mm is perfect with this low of a resistance coil, and the gauge that it is, 26 gauge. 1.5 is too small, but awesome flavor. I think this has great flavor because of how small the chamber is. If you look here, if you put this down, so the base is coming up to the top of these grooves right here, and then this thing, when you screw this on, it comes to there. So you're looking at about as tall as these screws, maybe a tiny bit taller, and that's the diameter right here. It's only like a 19 or 18 millimeter diameter on this. Take off a millimeter. That's how big your deck is. Your deck is tiny. I mean tiny. So your chamber is probably one of the smallest chambers out there, and with that you're going to get awesome flavor, nice warm dense vapor. As you can see, it's pushing the vapor out, pushing the flavor out. So awesome Addy. I watched another vape video where a dude compared a real atomic atomizer with the clone, and they were neck and neck. The only way he could really tell is when he opened it up and saw the size of the post holes. So he said that flavor and everything is the same. The clone is just right up there with the real one. So $28.99 plus tax and shipping comes out to like $34 on vividsmoke.com. So vividsmoke.com, awesome customer service, awesome, like, easy site to go through, quality products. I love this atomizer so much. I have 3 of them. So I got an Origin from there, Origin version 2. I have a Trident version 2. So all of them are quality. I mean, what else can I say? They're awesome. So vividsmoke.com. Go buy it. Alright, I'll take one more vape and let you go on with your day or night, whatever. Vape and geek out. Peace.